Hello, my name is Ryan Conlon, and this is I Can Know the Truth. I'm going to be explaining the complete free energy principle, and my claim is that everything can be derived from the assumption I can know the truth. So, what is the truth, or what is the concept of the truth? Well, basically, there has to be a truth to discover. There has to be a foundation. And so that we have to avoid infinite regress. We have to, it can't just be, this is, that whatever we use to explain it requires a further explanation. It has to terminate at something, which is foundational, and that foundation has to justify your reasoning. So, yeah, and then also your reasoning has to take you to that foundation, and that foundation has to be, in order to have the correct foundation, you have to have the generative foundation of everything. It has to generate all structures, mathematical, whatever. So, yeah, we need there to be one truth, and so what would it take to be able to discover the foundation? Well, we need conservation of information. You need it to be that nothing is ever fundamentally lost, and so that there's a unique, for each choice that's made, or for each outcome that happens, there's a unique configuration, or there's a unique state for each thing. So basically, yeah, so reality has to be a reasoning system that discovers the foundation generates the reasoning system, etc. So what do we need to explain conservation of information, or in order to explain the truth being sort of available? Well, the last time we talked about the three terms of the complete free energy principle. Well, the main one I would say is degeneracy minimization for conservation of information. It's just preventing information loss, right? Degeneracy is like, you can imagine two paths branching into each other and collapsing into indistinguishability. So CFEP is saying that there's a force that prevents that collision. And then complexity minimization ensures that no information shows up unless it actually happened. So degeneracy minimization makes sure that if something was chosen, it always shows up. Complexity minimization makes sure if something wasn't chosen, it doesn't show up. So, and then prediction error minimization ensures that you track reality, or so it ensures the basically like faithful transfer of information, faithful probing. It ensures there's no randomness. So if there was randomness, this is a good way to understand prediction error minimization. If there was any randomness at all, probes would be completely useless. The only point of a probe is that you're getting a representative sample of a possible state to transition into. And so if there's any randomness there at all, it would be completely useless. So the only uncertainty that comes from probing is the fact that it's not getting the full state, you're just getting a sample of the state. That's the one. And then the sampling process is like you're blasting it with some light, you're nudging it a little bit, and that changes the thing. So to understand probing, you want to understand minimal disruptiveness, just practically. But I guess fundamentally, there's no randomness. They're basically like deterministic, but chosen deterministic. So I think that breakdown really helps emphasize, like the simplest way possible, why those three terms are what's necessary.